The next thing to consider is the video and audio equipment needed. Now I'll share with you the equipment that I recommend for creating video tutorials. I'll show you the equipment that I use, but I'll also give you some options to stay within your $1,000 budget. Now first and foremost, the camera. I personally like the mirrorless camera, the Canon R6, because it's a great overall camera for pictures and video. It records in 4K, but just like any other camera in this price range, eventually the camera will overheat when recording consistently in 4K for long periods of time. To avoid this, you have to step up to a cinema camera with a built-in fan like the Canon C70. Now that being said, if you're just recording in short segments like 25 to 30 minutes at a time, shooting in 4K should be just fine. Now if you're shooting in 1080p, chances are the Canon R6 will not overheat. And like I said, this really is a great overall camera, and it's the one that I'm using right now, and I'm recording in 4K, so it's just doing fine. Now if I start recording for longer than 45 minutes, I might start to get worried and need to give it a rest, but it's doing fine. Now for video tutorials around $1,000, I recommend the Canon EOS R50 mirrorless camera with the 15 to 45 millimeter lens. This comes in a kit, so it's a package deal. This camera offers the best bang for the buck and includes a flip out screen so you can see yourself while recording, which will come in handy. Now it records in 4K, but for the sake of sanity, we'll be recording in 1080p, which is just fine since it saves a ton of space on your computer. Remember, a lot of the time it's not about the camera's body that you choose to buy, but it's rather the lens that you choose to buy. The higher quality lens, the sharper visual quality you can expect. But for now, since we're just shooting video tutorials and not volcanoes, mountains, or birds, then the standard 15 to 45 millimeter lens will work just fine. Of course, we'll need a tripod to set the camera on, so I use the Manfrotto MT190. But if you want to save money, you can use the Geeketto 77-inch tripod. I wouldn't recommend going any cheaper than this, as it protects your investment by keeping your camera stable. So that's it for the camera selection. But if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out.